So basically, the whole assignment was the 9 principles. Read the chapters, ask yourself the questions, answer the questions. That's it. So what I'm hoping is that we could each kind of bring up one of the principles that we want to highlight and either talk about some of the answers to those 3 questions Audrey asked, or bring up some of the questions that we wrote, or just bring up whatever thoughts we have that are related, however it goes. So I picked for myself principle number 7, which I numbered them on the whiteboard according to how they're numbered in the book. So principle number 7 is the proper role of government is to protect equal rights, not provide equal things. And so I have actually a few questions. This might be a bit of a discussion. We don't have to go do all my questions necessarily.
We love discussion.
That is what we're here to do for the next hour, at least, is to just discuss. But my first question was, why is there such a strong temptation to provide equal things for people? Why is that something the government is even wanting to do? What is it that they're going for, or it's a true or a false principle or something? Why are they doing that?
That's a whole can of worms. Yes, it is. Do you want the real answer or the answer they give?
I want to hear both. And also, like, what you think. What the real answer.
The
What's
answer,
our
yeah.
opinions here?
Okay, so I'll start. I think the answer they give is it's compassionate. The real answer is it gives power to the government. And so in the guise of compassion, they have power.
They can do it, and people go for it because they're going for the compassion argument, not realizing the power that the government's taking and the people are losing.
And I loved Benjamin Franklin as an example. I don't remember if it was in Principle 7 or it was further along. I think it might have been further along because I just read it on the way home, I think. But he's when it goes from the haves to the have-nots, he was in the have-not category for a long time. And he said, I don't agree with the English philosophy. It's very counterproductive. So somebody having been there and being able to say that's not right.
Yeah, his points were really good. I agree.
Were they in 7?
I don't remember.
Okay.
In fact, I didn't remember about what he said until you were jogging my memory. Any other thoughts about why to provide equal things?
I think it goes all the way down to the individual and how the individuals feel. I mean, I think even in everybody wants life to be fair. And they have a big, huge home and all that. Why shouldn't I be able to? I mean, I work hard. And I probably work 10 times as hard as they do. I mean, whether you have a lot or whether you have a little, you can be overly focused on things are not fair, they're not equal, and they should be. And even under God's law, we read about that in a godlike society, there would be no poor.
And they expected that here as well. The founders didn't expect anything different. But they go through the same process. The founders went through the same process in getting there that God does.
Right.
You first. Your family next. Then your church. Okay, where's your community? I mean,
and you
it
do
was
this.
never supposed to get to the government, to the federal government
right,
level.
Yeah. How bad do you want this? Are you willing to work for it?
Right.
Yes.
And we're in a place. So I guess when I say down to the individual, I think it's a loss of what the government will step in wherever they can, wherever they're not locked out of, right?
Mhm.
And I think that the mindset of people today is, if I can get it free, why not?
Yeah.
And they don't even realize what they're doing. They have no, I mean, you can see that in several different areas of life, I think.
I don't want to take too much time, but again, on our WEN group this month, we went through that same thing. And I can't remember if it was even the same subject or not. But one woman was saying, we were in the welfare trap. We realized that it was destroying us. And I don't think people realize the destruction of our own spirits, of our liberty, when we accept something from others. And her post really touched me because we went through the same thing. We didn't go there, but we could have. When Lindsay was born, she was in the hospital for a while, and we looked at that huge bill and thought, we'll never crawl out from under this. Maybe we can get some help. And we went and asked for help. Is there any way to just get Medicaid to help us pay this hospital bill? And that's all. That's all we want. And the answer was a resounding no. If you sign up for Medicaid, your child has to be on Medicaid until they're 2. So they grab you in. Do you know what I mean? The government does not give you an opportunity to provide for yourself. They wanted her to have, all of her health care, be healthy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. So we signed up anyway. Well, to have Medicaid, there's a mandatory meeting that you have to go through and sit through a video production of all the benefits that are
they literally sell you
provided you. They do.
Yeah.
And I sat there and thought, oh wow, we could, and I had to go out of there slapping myself on the side of the head. I don't need that. That's not why I came here. But how easy it would have been for them to pay my medical bill and take care of all of our medical care for the whole family, and dental and vision and WIC, and that's what happened to this other family. They
does that mean she's gone?
Yeah. I think so. Matt, I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, that's not the right button. Matt?
What?
Are you, it made a noise. Are you there, Mom? She's not there. Thanks.
Anyway, well, as long as we're going to pay taxes anyway, we're going to pay for this, we might as well get our kids free, while we're poor. And so they got on WIC or whatever, on Medicaid to have their kids, and then they talked him into taking food stamps. And she said, every time we got. Now you understand that this isn't just for nutritious food, right? You can use this for treats or potato chips or ice cream or whatever you want, because every month they had a huge surplus of their stamps. Because now they just give you a card that you can swipe, evidently. So they had a huge surplus of their food stamps. They weren't using them all. So they were being encouraged to use more. And then it was escalating from there. And they realized how it was really, I thought that was a really interesting way to put it, how it was destroying them spiritually, depending on someone else. So it can start out as compassion, but it quickly becomes a dependence and a power. It really is power.
Well, when it's the government, they don't require anything in return. In God's system, you have to work for everything that you get. Even if it is given to you, there is an exchange. And in our government welfare system, there is no exchange that I'm aware of. You just sign up and you receive.
Well, there was. At one point, there was reform under Clinton. And there was the best reform.
Good. Thanks.
You want to turn your video off?
Now, though,
Yeah.
what exchange is there?
There isn't now, but under the reform, what they did was they reformed it so that there was work required. You had to be showing that you were looking for work, that you were working as much as you could. There were things that were reformed. Now, Congress has taken all the teeth out of those reforms.